Don't forget, you can reach the latest episode of Potomac Watch anytime. Just ask your smart speaker, play the Opinion Potomac Watch podcast.
From the opinion pages of the Wall Street Journal, this is Potomac Watch.
Welcome back. Bill, what's your take on this? I mean, important to note not only that either of these men could ascend to the presidency if their running mate is elected into the Oval Office and then has a health crisis or is forced to step down. And even if that doesn't happen, which we hope it doesn't, the vice president is often the last person in the room, the final advisor to a president who is sitting in the Situation Room making these kinds of decisions.
Well, I'd say in the undercard debate of vice presidents, they're both limited in a way. We can't learn everything about them because they're limited by their running mate, who is the boss after all. So they can't say certain things. That's why J.D. Vance was vulnerable on the January 6th question. Otherwise, he could say, yes, Biden won, no problem. And he would have had a better answer. That's why Tim Walz, I think, was fuzzy all night, because to spell out Kamala Harris's policies hurts her. So I think, in fairness to both guys, they had respective weaknesses imposed by their running mates.
Monet, we'll give you the last word. Overall takeaways here. The impression that is often given is that vice presidential debates are rarely taken into account by voters when they get into the ballot box. One thing that is notable here, though, is J.D. Vance's success and Tim Walz's struggles on the debate stage might make it less likely that Donald Trump feels obliged to have the last word himself. On Truth Social, this is what he said last night. Lion Kamala just put out a request for another debate because they lost so badly tonight. He continued and said, "I'm not looking to do it again. Votes are already cast, and I'm leading big in the polls." So, Monet, one place that this might make a dent in the 2024 campaign is that Donald Trump at this point looks like he is more than happy to give J.D. Vance's forceful performance the last word.
It's a good point. You can imagine a scenario in which Vance crashed and burned following up on Donald Trump's defeat against Kamala Harris in that debate, and they wouldn't want that kind of disarray to be the last impression that they make in these big broadcasts. Probably about 50 million are estimated to have watched the vice presidential debate. So in a scenario like that, it would be more tempting for Trump to say, I want to take one more crack at it and see if we can fix some of this damage. But because Vance did exactly what he needed to do, which was make a persuasive case for Trump's first term and describe how he would be able to take the country back in that direction, it makes Trump really feel like he has no reason to take the risk of another bad performance himself if he was going to get back on the stage against Kamala.
Thank you, Monet and Bill. Thank you all for listening. You can email us your own debate reactions at pwpodcast@wsj.com. If you like the show, please hit that subscribe button. And we'll be back tomorrow with another edition of Potomac Watch.